What up, world? How y'all doing, man? I'm gonna wait till this build up, man. I feel so stupid right now, man, because Facebook been having me blocked off Facebook for like the last 4 or 5 days. And I've been pissed because I ain't been able to go live like I wanted to. And I've been using people's phones and stuff to go live, and I ain't been able to go live. But then I just realized, I'm like, hold on. Instagram got a live too, so... And I got a big following on this Instagram thing. So now, look, man. I'm about to officially talk on Instagram Live. This is my first Instagram Live, I think, man. I forgot Instagram had a live button. I've been mad about being banned off Facebook for the last 4 or 5 days. It's sickening because you got these cats, man. Can you believe that I live in a very, 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 very sick city, okay? These people here in Louisville, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of good people here. There's a lot of people who want to see people win. There's people here that do want justice for Breonna, but for the most part, my city's full of haters, man. Crab in a bucket mentality. So look, man, you got all these news outlets. You got Vice News. You got Vlad TV. You got all these people. You got all these people trying to take credit for something that I put out. I put it out. After I put it out, they all trying to take credit. Now, the crazy thing about people like Vlad TV and all that stuff, I reached out to them. I've been reaching out to these people for a while now. I was trying to break the story through them, but nobody would break the story. I just did a big interview with WLKY, local news station here, yesterday. They won't put the interview out. No media in my city is talking about the story that I broke. But then you got people like Vlad TV and Vice and all them people who are talking about it and trying to take credit and claim for it. And they're twisting the story. They're not even putting everything out. But the sad thing about the whole situation is, man, the media that's here locally, they're in on the cover-up. Everybody's in on the cover-up. And I won't go into that right now because, look, man, like, I'm telling y'all. Let me get my stuff, man. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, dude. Y'all think that stuff that I've dropped is powerful? This right here, I expose everybody. I exposed the protesters, the ones that was fake. I spied on so many people, y'all. Look, this right here, I spied on... Matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna do it right now. It's too much. We're gonna stay focused on corruption as far as Breonna Taylor. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is I'm just getting started. And I want y'all to see and pay attention to all the people that's going against me. That little dude, I'm going to just call him CW because his name, he's clout chasing. He's clout chasing. I already gave him some clout. I gave him enough clout. But that little dude, he is on team corruption. That's why he's coming after me. He's mad because I exposed his whole team, which is Sam Aguilar, Benjamin Crump, Tamika Mallory, and all those people. I'll show you everything in due time. Everything. Any of them who come for me, who got something to say about me, then watch me body them. If you notice, none of them are talking. None. You know why? Because they trying to figure out, hey, does he got the dirt on me too? Yeah, I do. I got the dirt on all y'all. I got the dirt on all y'all. I got the dirt on all of y'all. I'm telling y'all. People are mad at me because I'm really about to get justice for Breonna Taylor. People are mad at me because I'm the guy who made it to where this situation is going to go to the Supreme Court now. And it's not even going to be a case. They're going to lock those officers up for real now. They have to. There's video. I released a video of the police officers removing shells from the scene. I didn't release the whole video because I don't have to release the whole video. I released the proof that it existed. Who am I to release everything to y'all? Y'all can't do nothing about nothing. I'm going to release what I got to the Supreme Court. You know why? Because they're going to do something about it. And here's the thing. I'm not even going to have to release what I got to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court knows where I got that video from. They're going to go and get that video. And if that video is not there, the whole Louisville Metro Police Department will be under investigation, and everybody from the chief on down will be going to jail. And there's a good chance that Daniel Cameron could go to jail. Because this is corruption, and I exposed it. Then y'all want to get mad and try to ask why I'm asking for money. I'm not broke. I make $31 an hour. I own my own barbershop and also cut hair. I go out and cut trees. I do so much side work for hustling. I make over $100,000 a year myself with no college degree. I'm not broke. I didn't ask y'all for money because I'm broke and because I need y'all money. I got people around me who is trying to protect me. And they got family. They got kids. They got mortgage and all that stuff that needs to be paid. I'm trying to make sure all my friends who are around me, which is a lot. I got a lot of people watching and protecting everything I do right now. I'm trying to make sure everybody who's watching and protecting me is paid and their family is taken care of. That's why I asked for the $1 million. That's why I put the Cash App up. They took down my GoFundMe. Anybody who donated to my GoFundMe, they stole the money. I got $25 out the GoFundMe. They canceled the GoFundMe. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give y'all my Cash App, which is $MYCUTCASH. MYCUTCASH. MYCUTCASH. That is my Cash App. So anybody who wants to donate and help me support all my dudes that's around me protecting me, then y'all can donate. Once again, it is $MYCUTCASH. MYCUTCASH. I asked for the money. Yes, I'm asking for the money because right now it's about the money and protection. Because I have just went against the whole government corrupt system agenda here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I have exposed them. Do you not think they want my head? They're coming. They want me. They want me. Because I just exposed what nobody would tell y'all. And if you notice, LeBron James and all these people who say they got our back, all these black news outlets, all these black so-called leaders, none of them are reporting or saying anything about anything. I'll let you figure out why. Because this story was making money. But now I put an end to the money and the scam. And you know how much money this Breonna Taylor stuff has generated? Billions. T-shirts being sold all around the world. News stations getting ratings and views all around the world. Lies being spewed all around the world. And I'm the one person who got to sit back, watch TV, watch the news, and watch them lie to y'all all day, every day. And then when I talk to the lawyers, the legal team that I was on, and I'm like, okay, what are we going to do about these people lying? I mean, are we going to go out and tell the truth? Yeah, we're going to. Just relax. We got this. And them being lawyers and expertise for long years, they've been doing it for years. I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow them because, I don't want to mess up what they got going on because I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a smart person. I'm just like, I don't know how it works, how the process works, but let me sit back. Let me pay attention. Let me find out how this process is working and let me not ruin their game plan. But then when I heard the actual charges and they didn't even invite me, I'll show y'all the text messages. I'm like, Sam, where y'all at? Am I coming? Am I allowed to be there? I did solve this case. Am I allowed to be there? They did not even invite me to it. So you know what I did? I grabbed my camera and I went down there and I pretended to be a journalist. Well, I didn't pretend. I turned myself into a journalist with minus no college degree. After the decision, I was pissed off, but I held my anger. David James, the city's councilman, as soon as he came out, he was one of the first major people to come out after the decision. I go up to David James, I stick my mic in his face, and I do what journalists do, and I asked him a question that put him on the ropes. But you know what was so beautiful about me asking David James, the councilman of Louisville, that question is? He looked at me and he was pissed that it was me. Because he's the very person that I told 2 years ago about Brett Hankerson. The guy who killed Breonna Taylor. I told David James 2 years ago about Brett Hankerson and that he was a dirty cop and that he was planting drugs on me and he was coming after me. And you know what David James did? He did absolutely nothing. David James is a big reason why Breonna Taylor is dead. Because when I gave him the dirt on Breonna Taylor, he did nothing. And a lot of y'all say, hey, well, why did you tell David James and didn't tell nobody else? Because I couldn't trust nobody. And I felt like I can trust David James, who's our city councilman, because I used to date his daughter in high school. Because I took his daughter's virginity. Because I used to go to his house in high school. And I felt like David James would protect me because he knew me. And I felt like David James would do what he had to do because he had the power. He's the city councilman for Louisville. So I go to David James. I tell David James about Brett Hankerson 3 years ago now. He does nothing. I go back and I remind him last May. I seen him the Sunday after Derby at Cooper and Kings. I see him at Cooper and Kings. I said, hey, David, what's up? I've been trying to tell you about this dirty cop, man, and how we need to get him off the streets before he kills somebody. He's like, oh yeah, my bad. Slipped my mind. Here, take this number down, call me, and I'll get with you tomorrow. This is on the Sunday after Derby. I hit David James up, never heard from him. Then, a few years later, Breonna Taylor gets killed. Or a year and a half later, Breonna Taylor gets killed. Or a year later, to be exact almost. Breonna Taylor gets killed. I hit David James up. I said, David, that's the cop I've been telling you about. He said, man, come to my office. He wouldn't give me no meetings before Breonna Taylor got killed. And I was telling him about this dirty cop. After Breonna get killed, he gave me 3 meetings in 1 week. I've then met with him 4 times. 4 times he gave me 3 meetings in 1 week. Then when I take my whole file, because I had been building a case against this guy, Brett Hankerson, I take my file into David James's office. And I say, David James, here's my file. Here's all the dirt that I got on Brett Hankerson. He calls me back 2 days later. And he says, thank you. He shakes my hand. He says, Brett Hankerson will be fired today because of the stuff that you gave me. We took a picture. Shook his hand right there. In City Hall, shook his hand, smiled, and it was on Juneteenth. And he said, you're going to be a part of history. Made my day. I was so happy. 2 hours later, Brett Hankerson got fired for real. So I'm like, okay, David James is doing things for me. Okay, he got Brett fired. But you know what? They never made the announcement that they got Brett Hankerson fired because of the stuff that I gave him. They made it like Brett Hankerson was fired because of the Breonna Taylor stuff. No, he wasn't. He was fired because of the dirt that I had on him. Then, June 4th, I go out. June 4th, go check my Facebook status. I make a status because all these girls was scared of Brett Hankerson in the police department. I make a status. I say, look, girls, y'all see what I'm doing. Y'all see how I'm standing up to Brett Hankerson. I need every single white girl who was attacked by Brett Hankerson and raped by Brett Hankerson. I need y'all to come out and tell y'all story. This is on June 4th. June 5th, every single white girl that was attacked by Brett Hankerson comes out and tell their story. I did that. I motivated those girls. I jumped in their inbox and told them they got to be brave. I jumped in their inbox and told them I'll be right there with them. I jumped in their inbox and told them, look at me. I'm standing up to him. But then you know what happens? I ain't even going to go into what happens and what happened with them girls. Because what I'm trying to do is let y'all know that I'm a real one. I'm a real one, and they're trying to paint this picture that I'm just this messed up individual. I'm the dude that's keeping it real with y'all. I'm the dude that exposed the body cam footage that they said didn't exist. Now, all of a sudden, they're admitting that there was 45 different body cameras out there. I'm the dude that told y'all about Cole Gibson over 2 months ago. I'm the dude that kept screaming the name Mike Nobles, before they ever said anything about Mike Nobles. I'm the dude that telling y'all right now that Wes Troutman, ain't nobody even brought up his name still. Wes Troutman, Brett Hankerson and Wes Troutman, if y'all request their text messages in their phone conversation. That's who Brett Hankinson talked to for the first 2 hours all night. Matter of fact, all night he talked to. Over 45 text messages back and forth after they killed Breonna Taylor. Wes Troutman. I can keep naming these cops. I can name their whole crew. You know why? Because after they ran in my house and attempted to kill me, I studied them. I followed them when they didn't know they was being followed. And I'm going to let the news and everybody keep making me out to be a bad guy, because that's a part of my plan. I knew that hating was going to be a part of what they do to me. So I'm going to let them destroy me, okay? I'm going to let these protesters who's talking bad about me destroy me, because I've studied the protesters. I followed the leaders. I followed them home. I followed them to the club. I was in disguise. I got plenty of females that I put on them. I had my females sit amongst them with recorders when they talk shit about me. I'm going to show you guys the real truth, but right now I must focus on uncovering and exposing corruption. But just know this. When it's all said and done, every protester that was fake and that wasn't about that life, I got them. Every protester that was clout chasing and it wasn't really for justice for Breonna, I got them. Every politician that talked that shit and act like they wanted justice for Breonna, I got them. I had days and nights. In the last 3 days, I've been asleep a total of 8 hours. The last 4 days, I've been asleep a total of 8 hours now. You know why? Because I'm still getting them. See, what y'all don't realize is they're mad at me because I beat them at their own game. And I got a team. I got East Indians on my team. You better do your homework on what an East Indian is and how smart they are. And the fact that they're code writers. You know what a code writer is? You know what an East Indian can do to any technology? I got them. Y'all think I'm playing? They make y'all think I'm crazy? I got them. I'm the guy who told y'all that there's a dirty doctor involved. And the doctor came in and created a gunshot exit wound for Officer Manley so they can cover up and remove the bullet on who really shot him. Go find the EMS that reported to the scene. He came out and told his story. Now they blocking him on Facebook. The EMS, his name is Will Smith. Yeah, get jiggy with it. That's an easy name to remember. Look up the name Will Smith or try to find Will Smith. Who is the EMS who responded? They never even told that guy that Breonna was in there dead. They had him treating an officer that was shot by his own partners. All this stuff will come out. But it'll come out to the Supreme Court, the people who matter. And hopefully they not as corrupt as the grand jury. See, y'all want me to tell y'all everything. No. Me telling y'all does nothing. I've been trying to tell y'all something. Y'all say, oh, why are you just now coming out with it? Somebody, please, somebody who really knows them, please tell them I've been doing this for over 1,600 days. My fight against them didn't just begin with Breonna Taylor. My videos and stuff didn't just begin with Breonna Taylor. I've been doing this for 1,600 days plus. I am the truth. And they mad. Protesters are mad because they was clout chasing. Because they mad because I did what they couldn't do. I exposed the whole system. And I'm the guy who single-handedly is going to make sure Breonna gets justice. Somebody please ask the question all over the world. Where is LeBron James? The guy that comes out and says that he is so this and that when it comes to black people. Let me tell you how deep it gets with me, okay? I played high school basketball with Rajon Rondo. Me and Rajon Rondo was high school teammates. Me and Rajon Rondo was friends. We text going back and forth. Let me tell y'all something. When Rajon Rondo's brother made national news a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago for getting into it with Russell Westbrook. Y'all remember that? It was all over. Rajon Rondo's brother and Westbrook went back and forth. Y'all know where I was at when that happened? Y'all know where I was at when that happened? I was at Rajon Rondo's mother's house. I was in the room chilling with his sister. His mom comes into the room and says, "Turn the game on." Guess what just happened? Will got into it with Westbrook. We was like, what? Me and his sister was working on this stuff that I'm telling y'all about together. A documentary. His sister's a real one. She's cut from a different cloth. She's a super, super queen. She's kind of caught in a bad position right now because I'm kind of attacking her brother, and that is her brother. But at the same time, she know that I'm trying to speak the truth. So she's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. And y'all pray for her and her peace and her strength because she's a real one. But at the same time, Rajon is her brother. So she don't know what to do right now because she know I'm super real. But I've been chilling at Rajon's mother's house, watching all these playoff games. And then I know that Rajon, with one conversation, can tell LeBron James, who is the most powerful athlete in the world right now, about my story and the dirt that I have on everybody. And LeBron James can break the story instead of me. I've been trying to get LeBron James to break the story. But for some reason, Rajon won't tell LeBron nothing about nothing. Y'all tag LeBron James and all this stuff. If he's really down for us, y'all tag him. Because I've been LeBron's biggest hater my whole life. I've always thought he was fake, and I always thought he was a fraud. I would love for him to prove me wrong on national TV by sharing my story. If you're not a fraud and you're a real one, then share the stuff that I've shared that uncovers the corruption with Breonna Taylor. Because you, LeBron James, you are the biggest black athlete in the world. And once you share the story, there will be nothing that can stop me and can stop Breonna from getting justice. I'm sorry that I beat y'all at your own game. I'm sorry that I'm not a Mason and I'm not involved in any of that secret society stuff. But I found out about all you guys' dirty laundry. I'm sorry that I'm calling out people like LeBron James to see where he really stands. I'm sorry that I put Rajon Rondo's sister and his mother and everybody in a tough position because they see how hard I'm working on this stuff, but yet he will not do nothing to help me. I'm sorry that I have lost so many friends and family members because they think I'm crazy. I'm sorry that the stuff and the material that I got does sound like a lie. I'm sorry that I'm the chosen one. Yeah, I'm the chosen one. I'm sorry that I come off cocky and arrogant. I'm sorry that I'm a good-looking man. I'm sorry that when I smile, it glows like the sun. I'm sorry that when I speak, it makes chills run through people's body. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I found a way to blow up this whole story without the news. I'm sorry that I'm the truth. I'm sorry that you guys live in a country that lies to y'all so much that y'all can't recognize the truth. I'm sorry that I can't answer every question that's in my inbox. I'm sorry that I know how to play chess even when people shit on my chessboard. I'm sorry that I'm a real black king. I'm sorry that I'm backed by real people that love me. I'm sorry that the spirits of the ancestors are pouring all over me and running all through my bloods and coming all out my mouth. I'm sorry that I'm on the verge of being one of the greatest black activists ever to walk the earth. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do none of this. This wasn't a part of my plan, but I was chosen. I'm sorry that I attended Muhammad Ali's private funeral and I met Dick Gregory and he spoke words to me that lit a fire in me that I didn't even know was burning. I'm sorry that I've had conversation with Floyd Mayweather face to face and he looked me in my eyes and said things to me that made me realize that I am a king. I'm sorry that I look P. Diddy in his eyes. Said some things to him, he said some things to me and made me realize I am a king. I'm sorry that I've kicked it with so many celebrities and they've done nothing but have real talk to me. I'm sorry that I got all the girls and I look good. I'm sorry that I got all the haters and can't none of them do nothing with me. I'm sorry that I've never lost a debate. I'm sorry that my education does not go beyond the Eastern High School degree, but I'm smart as hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I never went to college and I have 0 student loans and I make over $100,000 a year legally. I'm sorry that I own my own business and I just bought a club this week. I'm sorry that I'm good at business. I'm sorry that my math piece is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for going to Washington, D.C. and having the best seat or standing position in the whole march. The whole Million Man March. I had the best standing position out of the whole damn march. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, people can talk and say I'm losing it, say I'm crazy, say what they want to. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna look back on these videos in this moment and y'all gonna say, that dude right there, there's already a lot of people saying, the people who can recognize the spirit of the ancestors, they already know what's up. But one day, I pray one day that it hits you and you don't die stupid and you realize I am one of the realest, most powerful black kings to ever walk the earth. I claim my title. I no longer hide from what I am. I took a stand. I put my life on the line. I did that. And I'm sorry that you guys would never understand what I just did. Supreme Court, here we come. It's no longer a hashtag justice for Breonna Taylor. It is a reality. And I did that.